Hey, Dorothy here at Done by Dorothy, and welcome to our channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day, wherever you're at and you're watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you're a subscriber, thank you. If you're a new subscriber, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the little bell icon, mark it to all. That'll let you know whenever I go live or whenever I post a video. Also, make sure you hit the thumbs up because that does help move the video up. So, we were working on our Kindred Spirit journal, and the original plan that I had was we would put 2 planner signatures and 2 of the junk journal signatures in. I have changed my mind with that. I am keeping the one junk journal signature, and I will pull, um, any added papers or anything like that. Although I'm not sure, we haven't put any papers. No, it's just coffee dyed papers and the digitals that we've added, and it's already bulked up to this bag. I don't want to make it overwhelming because we still have our planner parts to put in there, so I want to keep it sort of small, where it makes it easier for you to carry with you because it incorporates your planner. So this signature is already completed, as far as the paper wise together. So I'm going to go ahead and I will sew the signature, and this will go in our storage box that we're creating. So this will go in there, so we'll have a backup junk journal, one junk journal signature, and then all of our planner signatures. Okay, so that's how I'm going to do this. So this was going to be the signature that goes in our journal. And then we'll have our ephemera box and all that. So I mean, this is a multi-part thing. So you'll see. In the end, you'll see. So today I wanted to come in and embellish, or start sort of embellishing. Of course, we've already got this embellished. And my coffee dyed pages, I really don't want to mess with, because I want to have that room for journaling. Of course, we have our pockets here, and we already have the one card that we put in here. People laugh at me because I use big words, but if you have big ideas, you have to use big words to express them, haven't you? Ellen Montgomery, Annual Green Gables. So we have that card in there. So there's a journaling spot there, so we don't have to worry about that. And I don't remember if we put something in this one or not. Yes, this one has a journaling card in it also. Oh, we have a little corner there we need to glue because apparently it's flipped up when we slid it in there. So let's add some glue to that and get that fixed. And these have to stay pretty flat just to fit in these little policy pockets. Okay. So let's wrap this up. Okay, so these we've pretty much got done. I don't really want to do anything to the outside of this. I don't want this to be too bulky. That's my big concern. And these are very decorated, so I think to put something on it would be too much. Coffee dyed page, digital page. Okay, we need to do something to this and decorate that. I did have my little bag that we did in here, and then what I did is I cut some acetate, 2 1/4 by, hold on, let me double check. Yeah, 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I just put some washi, some ribbon, and then some of those small flowers we used in there just to have it with me. So if I need to tape something down or I want to decorate something, then I have it there. So there's that. So we need to decorate this. Let's pull this to the side. This out here. I do want to use some of the book page on here. Like I said, when we started this, I'm a big reader, and I think having that little bit of book page on there, just, I don't know, I sort of like knowing that the book's sort of going with the journal and it's not just all. There we go. So put that down there. Let's change that up. And then let's see what we have as far as fussy cuts and all of that wonderful stuff. Oh, let me pull these out too because we have our tags that we made and our journaling cards that we've got to put in here too. So let me pull those out and have those here. Let's see. Oh, you know what would look really cute? That might look really cute. I want to try to keep it sort of flat, but to add some color, we might put some pink in there. That would look really cute. I think we will. These come from the Dollar Tree. And I love using these. I love the pop of color that they add. Just a little bit is okay. And then I'm going to just center this up sort of in the best of my ability, which sometimes isn't great. Yeah, I'll keep those out because that just adds just a little pop of pink on there. And then we'll get some kind of fussy cut to put in there. So let me, I'm pulling through and looking, guys. Because I have like the extra pages that I've got. Oh yeah, we've got our bookmarks too. You know what? I think this would look really cute. I'm actually gonna fussy cut Anne out of here. Well, you know, my version of fussy cut. You guys know how that is. I just sort of cut close to the edge. And you guys stay tuned. We will be doing an announcement on the channel pretty soon. Just some changes and things like that going on that, you know, when life changes, you have to change with it. And sometimes things in life change. So then let me cut up here, put the window away and just get Anne. There we go. I love this kit, you guys. I do want to do an Anna Green Gables, a traditional, well, what I would call a traditional to me, because, you know, I love Anna Green Gables and I've read the older books and, newer versions and everything else. But I am, as I've said multiple times, I do love me some Megan Follows as Anne. Of course, you know, the 1980s version is my generation's. See, so how cute is that? And I mean, that's just a little bit of something, but it makes it, and it doesn't raise it as far as we do need to put something on the, so I'm looking for a background. Oh, we have this. I wonder if that would, let's see what that, oh, it would completely cover Anne and Diana. Okay, so I need to go about 1/4 of an inch in. I'm just marking my paper with an indent so I know about where to place it. Okay, so let's put some glue on. I love using the lined paper. We do have a couple other digitals and projects in the work, so super excited about that. I am going to run glue up the center seam, hopefully keep that from getting too wrinkly or anything like that. Okay, and I'm just going to sort of line this up as close as I can, about to where I think it needs to be. Make sure I use finger burnish it here. Okay, then trim it out real fast. Not too fast, because you'll either cut your base or have to go back and recut it, and that just takes extra time. So if you slow down and do it, sometimes it's better. Well, I hope you guys have really enjoyed this Kindred Spirits, the kit, and the journal along. See where I started out at the beginning? I have that little bit to go back, and I don't have the rest of it. Okay, so we have that. So let's very carefully, and when I go to fold, I like to take my bone folder, and especially if I have glue in there, and sort of just push down that crease, because that'll keep it from doing that sort of bubble thing sometimes you get in the middle. And if you're going to do that, do that before you put all your buttons. So there's the outside, and then you open up to right inside with Anne and Diana. I really like that. It's really pretty. Okay, so let's put that in there. The little bag in the, you know what, let's put this in the front because I like that little Anne. And this has been hard for me to get used to not inking, because I'm an inker by heart. So, okay, so we've got that full. Got our empty pages. Again, I don't want to do anything. We need something to go in here. And I think, let's see if one of our big journaling tags, yes, our big journaling tags will fit in there, and that'll really show off those photos, which I love. So that can go in there. We have here, and I love using these because, see, I just love, then let's cut out one of the bookmarks and put in here as well. I want to use the Anne and Gables, because when I think of Anne and Gables, I immediately think of Anne and Gilbert. That's just me. I think a lot of people do. And if you bought the Kindred Spirits Collection early, like, as soon as I come out with the kit, make sure you go back to Etsy if you downloaded, in the very beginning, and double check, because I have added things in there. And that's one thing with like what I call my mega collections. My collections is, as I update and I add things in the future, I will automatically add them. So you can go in there and grab those. So there's that there. So I think for right now we're going to go with that. And a lot of these I'm not going to embellish too heavily because I just don't want to run out of space. Okay, we need something here. And I actually was thinking about cutting this with the roses down, but I like the one with the quote on it, and it goes with the page. So we're going to cut this down and use this on there instead of as a... I'm going to go ahead and cut this other bookmark out while we're doing it. I should have had these cut out before, guys. Sorry about that. You're probably like, seriously? Can't you cut that out? But yeah, so we'll get this done, and then we pretty much, once I embellish, I have to bind it. I'll do a 3-hole punch binding, and I'll do that on camera when I get to that, just so you can see that. And we have our cover to make, and then our storage boxes, and we're getting really close. And then I have these little bitty scissors, and these are I think these are 10-hole scissors. Yeah. Okay. So we have that. So I want to use this one because I think that looks really good. And it sort of has this greenish blue up here that just sort of blends in with the page. Let me trim up that edge right there. Okay. So and because I'm doing this sort of as a traveler's notebook, for it to be portable, there isn't going to be heavy embellishing and lace and all of that wonderful stuff that we love to put in journals, because I really want to be able to carry this with me, sort of as like my day-to-day planner journal. There we go. This here, we'll come in and I have some of these little flowers. I thought about putting there, but I actually think I like them here. Maybe going across like that. So add just a little bit of something, but it's not super bulky. And again, my Fabri-Tac acting all crazy. Let me put some glue, and I'm just putting glue down in the centers, because that will be enough to hold it. And that looks really good on the green, and then if it carries over, that's fine. But I am going to come in and snip these and separate them. Should have done that before I glued them down, I guess. Hold on. There we go. Just so if, you know, we stuff a lot in this pocket, we'll have plenty of room. I'm going to go ahead and put another one of our big cards in there. Okay, we have this envelope. I'm going to find the edge. There we go. What do we have in here? Oh, yep, we've got that in there. And we've got this in there. So 2 cards in there. And I think I'm going to slide this Anne Shirley bookmark in there. Maybe. Yep, it just fits. It was like it was meant to be. Okay, now we do need to, I want to put something on here, even if it's, you know, I don't want to over embellish it. Not that you can ever over embellish something, can you? I actually have a couple of these, my sheets and my bookmarks, so I'm going to cut the Anne out of this one. And sort of fussy cut it real fast. I'm not doing right up to it, just right along the edge of it. Just enough to cut most of the background away while still keeping Anne intact. Okay, almost done here. Get this down there. I love this Anne. Okay, there we go. Have her on here, which will be cute, but I want to put something around her. Just to sort of drag it away from that text and make her sort of stand out a little bit, because that text, everything just sort of disappears in it. So I'm going to put her in the middle of a piece of this, the pink background paper, and then I'm just going to hand tear along the edge. Now I'm not making it huge, just enough to add a little bit of a background to her. But like that, and she can hang off the page like that. And then we may use some of those pink crystals across the top of the envelope. They're pretty bright on here though, because that pink's pretty pale. And I'm just going to put her right over here. Right like that. You know what? Now what we'll do, let me grab my washi and we'll put some washi across the bottom. Maybe a bit up here at the top. Just to add a little bit. There we go. So yeah, it's not a lot, but it's enough that it makes it look like you've done something with it. So we did that. And again, this is our flip. Not a lot to do here. I'm good with the flip being there. Okay, we have these we need to add in too. I'll put in there. And let's do her walking the ridgepole of Moody Sturgeon's kitchen roof. And let's see, what all do we have left in here? Okay, so we'll put a tag in there too. Let's go up here in the front. Let's see, we got that pretty stuffed. Let's tag in. Oh, nope, I don't want to put that. That's the same photos on it. So let's switch these up. Put this in here. And this in here. And the bookmark we can tuck in. Oh, we can put this bookmark in the. Where's it at? We can put a bookmark in here too. So have that there. Then we can do these pockets, and we have little tuck spots in here. And we'll create some little tags for those. So let's put these in. Let's see. Put this one here. Do I want to put this in with? Yeah, let's put those in with paper clips. Let me find my little. Did you hear my pile fall, guys? It's where I've been. All this stuff, I have little miniature piles of stuff piled everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna put this paper clip on here. Oh nope, I made paper clips, remember? But I did the cute little turquoisey banner ones. I thought that would add to the blue a little bit. So we have that. So let's work on some tags or something for that. Now we do have the bag. We could tuck our bag under there, which makes our bag removable then. And what did I, let's see. Hold on, I'm looking through all my stuff, seeing what I have to use, or what I want to use. Okay, I have this that I ended up not using, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. Again, I'm going to go ahead and fold this one in. I'll trim that. I'll trim that top off where it's all goofy. Okay, let's trim this down. Okay. And then I'm going to trim this across because it's all kind of wonky. And do my little corners. Okay. There we go. Now for my top up here, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to grab this pink up here and not that quite like that. I'm going to put this piece of paper up off the top. The pull tab. I want to put some washi across the bottom to pull out the blue. I'm trying to do this like if you were on a budget where you can't buy a lot of supplies and things like that, things that you can use, you know, all of that. So I do have another little fussy cut butterfly. So it's fussy cut or butterfly, where if you have the kit, you know, and that's all that you have, then, you know, you can build and use your scraps and all that. Of course, I did have the Anna Green Gables book that I used, but if you don't have that and you have a printer, you can type out the font and just type out Anna Green Gables. And a little butterfly there. Okay, then up here where this is at, I'm going to use a couple of these little crystals, and these came from the Dollar Tree. They were $1, obviously, because it came from the Dollar Tree. It was $1, but if you're not familiar with the Dollar Tree, some people aren't. Actually, you know what? I know you didn't see me do that. I don't like that pink on the background there, so that's the way that works. Let me pull, hopefully I can get these little stickers off, the little crystals off. Yep, I did. I forgot I had this little piece of book page left over here, and I just seen it and I was like, oh, that'd be perfect to do as a little tab at the top. Okay. There we go. So that did our little tab at the top. So again, I mean, it is basic, and I know you guys are like going, she never makes stuff like that, but I'm trying. I had several messages from a couple people going, you know, could you do something, you know, I don't have this or I don't have that, or you use vintage lace all the time and I don't have that, you know, what do I do? You know, what can I do if I just have the kit and a few odds and ends? So I did include buttons because you can get buttons off of clothing and all of that. So yeah, so that's a little paper clip holding that in, so that works. Now we have that. Let's see, this one comes off of this page, so we could put this, I don't like putting them on where the other page is. So let's see what we have here where we can fit them in. We can do it right here. We'll do this one on the bottom. And this one I'm going to glue in. So you can glue them in. You don't have to paper clip them in. And I have this, so I'm going to fussy cut a butterfly out. And actually doing this project has really helped because not using anything but the kit, you know, it's given me more ideas of things that I can include in my kits. So oh, you know what, let me, I try to get out that as much white as I can because it looks better. There we go. So it just has a little butterfly on it, but it's just enough that it adds a little bit of something. Okay, so we have that in there. So we need to make something for these little pockets. We have 4 little pockets. Let me set this to the side for a second while we do this. So I do have this, and it's already a little music sheet, so I can use that as a small tag. Let's see what else I have in here I can use as a small tag. Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and use, I have 2 copies of these. So let's go ahead and use that. Let me get my little cutter. Okay. So let's measure how little our pockets are. That would be helpful. Let me find one because they're both the same pretty much width-wise. Okay, there you are. So we're playing with about 2 1/4 inches. Our bookmarks are about 2 1/4 inches. So let's trim down. Okay, then let's see height-wise what we're playing with. But technically our tags can stick out. We've got about 3 1/2 inches. So if I go 3 1/2 inches, I'm talking about right there. So it'd be Anne's head and her shoulders. That's good. So that's a cute little tag. And we could just do the Anna green. Let me go ahead and just. I'm cutting that, so I wasn't worried about keeping it. And I'm just rough cutting these, guys. Okay, I definitely know that I want this one with Anne and Diana because, you know, that's sort of the basis of the kit. So 3 1/2, I'm going to cut. So let's go here. I need to straighten this bottom up a little bit. There we go. I'm trying to trim it down as much as I can and see how much room we've got to play with here. Let me take it down closer to their head, just a little bit closer. Okay, let's see. Space-wise, that puts us about 3 3/4. I'll let that stick out. That doesn't bother me. So there's those 2. And then we have the little Kindred Spirits here. So I'm going to actually cut that. We can use that pink one with the flowers. And then let's take this one to 3 1/2. I'm just going to lose a little bit of those flowers. So that's fine. So there's 4. We have the one that says Anna Green Gables. I'm going to center it up a little bit more. And then cut this off at the bottom. That gives it that, which is a small one. Yeah, so we may not even have to use the little book page since we dissected up all of the bookmarks. Let me get all the scraps off, and there we go. And I'm not going to worry about the backs of these because they're just going to be basically like little journaling notes. So let's see, we have 4 pockets. 1, 2, actually have 5. So let's put that one there and see that it's going to show out just a little bit. So we'll that one. So let's that there. We get the little flower one. We'll put the little Anna Green Gables with the little Anne Shirley one there. So those have little tags in them. And then let's flip over here. Where do we put our other one? I know it's here somewhere. We just done it. Maybe it's towards the front. Maybe that was the back one. There it is. Oh yeah, because we paper clipped this one in. That's right. Okay, so that there, and that one there. All right, I'm actually going to trim right above the quote. Right? And I'm going to throw some glue on it. And I'm just going to move it up and glue it. Okay, so this one I want to put the back on because I've added that. So let me see what let's go ahead and use this pink paper here. Oops. See where I cut that crooked. And this is just a solid pink background, so placement doesn't really make a difference. And trim this up. I guess I could paper back all of them though. It might be nice to have a nice pink back on it. I think we will. There we go. So see, that made it fit. Let's grab this one and glue it down. It just makes it look nicer. If you can hear noises in the background, I apologize. My neighbor's mowing. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day. Okay, so there's that one. So those two are in there. And we'll throw our paper clip on there. Okay. Then let's go back here to this one, open it up and pull these out. I'm going to tear that off a little bit. And again, just putting that little bit of backing on it, you know, makes it look a little better. But again, I'm really worried about bulking this up too much. So I'm doing this, and then I will, because I love this kit, I'm actually going to make a standard junk journal as well. Like, I guess standard, I'm not sure what you call that, a regular junk journal. Not just a planner. I mean, this I want to be more portable so I can carry it with me. Okay, there's that one. Then we have these. With all the lace and all of that stuff. All of that wonderful stuff. Because, man, everybody loves some lace. But I'll do that off camera and then do a flip through. And if you guys watch a flip through and you see something and you wonder, you know, how in the world do I do that? Or how did she do that? Or whatever, just holler. You know, just comment on the video and, you know, say, hey, you know, how did you do whatever it is. Okay, so there's that one in its little cubby over here. And we have the little Ann one to do. And again, this is just the solid pink background, which, so if it's crooked, it doesn't matter. It makes it a little less stressful. You have to worry about evening it up and lining it up. I mean, I could have put the lines on the back of some of them, but I really like the pink. And in the comment below, I do have something I want you guys to do. In the comment below. Now, the Anne collection is the first one that I've released that had planner pages with it. If you like the planner pages and like having that option in your kits, let me know in the comments below. Because that's something, I've never added. I just added it because I thought it'd be really neat to have. I want to just put a little crystal in it. Just add a little something. I have one little white flower I'm going to add on this one. So it's not going to bulk it up, but they're just, little odds and ends. If I can get my glue to do what it's supposed to. You don't want to stick. I'll give it a second so it adheres. Okay. Oh, you know what? I should have put that right on our hat. That's funny. Okay, so there's that one. So that is pretty much the embellishing. I'm about putting some pink ones on here because of that. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see what it would look like. Ooh, that's pretty. I have fell in love with these things, guys. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 6 because I, for whatever reason, like doing things by threes. I know everybody does. I've heard a lot of people go, well, I really like doing things by threes. And I'm like, going, really? It must be like a crafter thing or something. There we go. And so, just that little bit changes that up and makes it look a little more cute. So, with that, and doing what little embellishment we did, which was not a lot at all, we're still going to come in at like, even when I hold it down to, it's about 1.5 inches. So, so this will go in there, and then 2 of our planner signatures. Let me grab one of those in case you're just tuning in and you have not seen them. That's one of our planner signatures. And it has a weekly page, a notes page, 2 coffee dyed pages, a weekly, a notes, 2 coffee dyes, and again a weekly with the middle I've put into both writing. So if you wanted to write, what the month had or whatever, a weekly, 2 pages, a notes page, a weekly, 2 coffee dyes, a note page, and then a weekly on the back. So we'll have 2 of those. I got 1, I needed 2. And then, I figure if you want to add stuff to them because it has coffee dyed pages and stuff, that's gonna be pretty bulky after you add everything. So I will make room for bulk in these. So we're looking at probably probably a 2-inch spine. Yeah, I would say a 2-inch spine. Yep, probably. I think so. So that's where we're at right now. So we will see you next time. You guys take care. And I will do a video when I sew this signature together of the pamphlet stitch. It'll probably be a very short video because it doesn't take long. And we'll do that. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time on our Kindred Spirit adventure. Have a great day.